What's good, YouTube? Levahr here, and I'm back with another video. My first tips and tricks video. Well, not really my first, but when it comes to my 5 tips videos, you know what I'm saying? This is the first one, and I'm going to tell y'all 5 tips to be a better center in NBA 2K24. You feel what I'm saying? Now, before I get into these tips, let me tell y'all something. Sub up real quick because you're going to make good use of your time, alright? This is going to be a good, worthy video for you, and you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to take something away from this video that's going to benefit you in your skill in 2K. You feel me? So go ahead and sub up for me, man. It's free. Hit that like button for me while you at it. And if you got a feedback for me, whether it's positive or negative, I'm all for it. Go ahead and leave a comment. It don't even matter if it's a good comment or a bad comment. I'm going to heart it. I'm going to give you a heart anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you want a heart from your boy, go ahead and leave a comment right now. You feel me? I got you right now. But anyways, let's get right into it. I don't want to waste your time. Let me go ahead and get started with tip number 1. Do not spam your steal button. Do not spam your block button. Let me tell you why. Listen closely, all right? Before the game came out, before 2K24 came out, Mike Wang told us our adrenaline bars can be lost every time we press the steal button, every time we press the block button. And you know what happens every time we press either one of those buttons, but we don't actually get the steal or the block? We lose percentage chances of actually getting the steal or block when the time comes. And that's hurting people a lot. I see a lot of people who are pressing their steal or block button at the wrong times, and they're not even trying to think about their adrenaline bars. And then when the time comes where there's a clear-cut block opportunity, a clear-cut steal opportunity, and then their player does not get it, it's because you used your adrenaline bars. So every time you hit the steal button or every time you hit the block button and there wasn't the right time to do it, look down at your player's feet. Look at your adrenaline bar go down every time. Every time it goes down, you lose a certain percent. I don't remember the exact percent. The percent of the chances of you actually getting the steal or block, I don't remember it. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't even matter. Just do not spam. Spamming isn't even good at all anyway. If you want to be skilled at the game, you want to truly be good at the game, you shouldn't be spamming your block button in the paint or spamming your steal button in the pass lanes. Time it right. If you time it right, you'll feel better about it. If you time it right and you don't be spamming it, you're going to get good steal animations. You're going to get good block animations. You feel what I'm saying? Trust me. You want to take good note of this because a lot of people are not. Excuse me. My throat hurting because I'm still sick. I'm trying to get this video out as best as I can. Because the grind don't stop. But anyways, do not spam. Alright, you just messing up your chances for your team. You might have an easy block or an easy steal coming and it scores 19-19 in the park, or the score is like 60-60 in the rec with 2 seconds left and you don't get it because you already used your adrenaline bars by spamming. Instead of doing that, you need to time it. Okay, do not spam. Don't spam. You have to time it right. Alright, you have to time it right. It's that simple. My advice would be for you to play on my career, okay? Play on my career. Because you play on my career, put it on Hall of Fame, put it on Superstar. I don't recommend Hall of Fame because it's kind of really difficult. But I mean, if you want to get that challenge for yourself, do that. But play on my career and, you know what I'm saying, test it out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Try to get some steals and blocks, like where you like have no adrenaline bars, and then try it when you have adrenaline bars. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't want you to test it online in the park and then the rec or whatever, and then you're making yourself lose, you're making your team lose because you're over here, you know what I'm saying, trying to get steals and blocks with no adrenaline. That's not good, all right? Tip number 2, do not hold your defensive assist button 24/7. Let me tell you why. Do not do that 24/7. Why? Because when you're on defense and say, for example, you get switched onto the point guard, and us being centers, we're slow. We're slow as molasses. We're always slower than the guards. We're always slower than the lockdowns. So if you are using your defensive assist, you're going to be holding yourself back movement-wise. You got to understand that you move way different when you're holding the defensive assist button versus when you're not holding the defensive assist button. And the defensive assist button, if you don't know, that's when you're on defense. And for Xbox players, you're holding LT down while moving. PlayStation players, you're holding L2 down while you're moving. It seems like it's a good thing because it's basically the game helping you play better defense. But if you're holding it down the whole time and you're going up against a guard, like I said, or even a big man who can move pretty good with the ball on offense, you're going to be limiting your movement because you don't have full control of your movement. So my advice would be to you, press it. Like, don't really just hold it. Like, press it like here and there. You know what I'm saying? Hold it maybe for like a second, but then let go. Know when to let go, pretty much. Know when to let go. Know when to get out of that defensive assist setting and get back into it. You feel what I'm saying? it's really gonna help you out, trust me. Especially when you're guarding the ISO defense, or if you're guarding a center that's trying to cook you up on the dribble. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna help you be more in control of your player. Because if it's been times where you're playing great defense and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck, I can't move, it's probably because you're holding down the defensive assist button, which is the game moving yourself for you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not good. Just to add on, I will also say know when to let go of your sprint button as well. Okay, your sprint button also sometimes can get in the way. Know when to hold it and know when to not hold it. So basically, both of those buttons, both of your triggers, know when to hold it and when not to hold it. You don't know when, then just practice in my career, like I said before. Before I get to tip number 3, make sure you hit that like button for me. Once again, I'm just reminding you, hit that sub button for me. Turn on the post notice, because I got plenty of videos, plenty of tips and tricks, build videos, jump shot videos, everything coming for you, you know what I'm saying? And I stream on this channel right here. If you want to catch me in my streams, watching me live on the game, cooking these bums, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, you can watch me right here on this channel. I might be live right now while you're watching this video. You never know. But anyways, tip number 3, utilize the skip pass feature. Now, as you all know, we cannot RBLB no more on the fast break. That is gone. That took no skill. I'm glad it's gone. I used it. I'm gonna be honest, I used it, but I didn't need to use it. It's a lot of people who need to use it. I feel like taking the RBLB out, you know what I'm saying, or R1 L1 out really added some type of skill gap. But, you know, because you know, that means you have to icon pass if you want to throw it on the court. But there's a secret feature, and that's called the skip pass. So when you get a defensive rebound, if you press your pass button but hold it down and you move your left stick down the court to the person you want to throw it to, which is probably somebody cherry picking down trying to get the fast break done, you want to aim towards him and hold down your pass button. Don't press it, just hold it. You don't even got to press your icon button. You ain't got to do that. I do that, but you don't have to do that. All you gotta do is just hold your pass button. It's gonna make you do a skip pass. That's a feature that nobody really knows about in this game. You can do skip passes by pressing down the A button and holding it, okay? If you don't believe me, try it. I think a lot of people should know more about this. It's really useful. Before I knew about RBLB, I actually used to use the skip pass feature. That was before I knew about RBLB. I found out about RBLB like beginning of 2K23, and I've been playing 2K since 2K11. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the truth. But yeah, skip passes are pretty good. It's pretty useful. Utilize it if you feel like you can't figure out your icon passing. I think if you should just learn your icons, have some good reflexes when it comes to icon passing. I don't think it's that hard. If you play the game a lot, it should come to you easily. You feel what I'm saying? Tip number 4, use hands up defense. Okay, hands up defense is so much better this year. I feel so much more mobile this year when I'm using hands up D. Every time I'm guarding somebody, all I have to do is literally just hold my sprint button and move and keep my thumb on my hands up on the right stick, which is what you use for hands up defense. Now this is for the paint and on the perimeter. So if somebody's on the perimeter and you're trying to keep up with somebody who's faster than you, utilize that hands up D, because you can keep up pretty easy. Your player will move at a speed that's not too fast and it's not too slow. And you can just keep up. You know what I'm saying? You can keep up. You won't be too slow. You won't be too fast. You're gonna be able to stay in front of the person. You're gonna be able to stay in front of the person you guarding. You're gonna be able to stop them. You're gonna be able to stop them from getting by you or trying to get open on you. You know what I'm saying? Get a jump shot off on you. You know, if you don't got a hand in somebody's face in this game, oh, it's green. It's wide open and it's greenable. You gotta have a hand up in their face. So that's also another thing. When you got your hands up and you playing against somebody who's on the dribble trying to get an open shot on you, you already got your hands up with your hands up defense feature. You feel what I'm saying? You're already getting up on them like that with the hands up D. So that's gonna help you out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help you out not just in the paint. Okay, I'm really talking about this for the perimeter when people are trying to shoot jumpers. You feel me? Not just the paint. Everybody know about hands up defense in the paint, but you can also use it as a big man on the perimeter to stop people from trying to get open on you. It just helps. Trust me, you never tried it before, try it now. All you gotta do is just run around while you're moving your right stick. Just holding your right stick while you're running around, and it's gonna help. You'll see. And the last tip, practice your reflexes for steals and block timing. And when I say practice your reflexes, I mean do whatever you gotta do to get your reflexes together. Because if you ain't got good reflexes, you're not gonna get no steals for real. You're not gonna get no blocks for real. It's just that simple. You gotta time it properly. 2K is not going to bail people out for not timing their steals and blocks properly. So I don't know how you got to do it. Listen, I was born with good reflexes, all right? The steals in the block game is all about reflexes. My advice would be to you is anything in life that requires like a certain reflex, try to remind yourself, oh, let me be fast with this. Like, it's just the mental capacity of being fast with your fingers, being fast with your hands in a split second. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be fast in a split second. You know what I'm saying? If you're going for a steal or a block. And I'm serious when I say this. You really got to practice your reflexes, because a lot of people have slow reflexes. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You got good reflexes, you'll get more blocks. You got good reflexes, you'll get more steals. You'll be able to intercept the pass lanes. As soon as somebody throw the ball your way, your finger gonna be moving fast on that steal button. You're gonna get that steal. As soon as you in the paint and you not falling for the pump fakes, or you don't know the person with the ball is being real unpredictable in the paint, like if you're gonna go up with the layup, or if you're gonna pump fake, or go straight up, you're gonna be real disciplined. You're gonna be able to jump up as soon as he go for a shot. You feel me? As soon as you go for a shot in that paint, you're gonna be able to jump up right away, and you're gonna be good. You feel me? So practice your reflexes. You can also practice your reflexes in my career as well, because the AI in my career is way more difficult. Trust me, they're way more difficult, and you're gonna realize, especially if you play Hall of Fame or even Superstar or even All-Star, you'll realize. But you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it for this video. 5 tips to be a better center in 2K24. This game is pretty good. I'm enjoying it, and I want y'all to enjoy it to the best of y'all capabilities too. Make sure you hit that like button for me if you enjoyed this video, or you learned something from this video that you didn't know before, or you found something helpful. Hit that sub button for me. Hit that sub button. Don't play with me. Hit that sub button. Turn on the post notice. Turn on the post notifications, because I stream every day and I make videos every day, and I got you with the tips and tricks. I got you with the builds, the jump shots, everything. You feel me? I'm out though. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.